Hello again. I did a little more pondering, and now I'm actually going to reverse my initial stance on rituals. They're actually quite the time and lifesaver. You see, it all started with this cognitive disk right here. Look at the crafting time, and look at the output. It is just disastrous. And even with the Amulet of Agility, basically cutting the crafting time in half, I was still looking at over an hour of crafting. And so I did what most reasonable players would do, I think. I just tripled up on mana forges, each with a cursed, so I gain more curse that would increase gains. And I would be drinking knowledge brew and eating brainberry and everything I could think of just to increase my gains. And even with all that, I was looking at like 0.01 per second for cognitive disk, which, as it turns out, is mental and building. So I do in fact have quite a number of ways of increasing my gain. But still, I spent over an hour just endlessly casting 3 mana forges every single minute. And also used the Curiosity Ritual that further increases mental resources. And basically all of that for this amount of cognitive disks. Which does not look all that much, especially when compared to all the other things. Oh, another frugal fig. Yeah, we're gonna need a whole lot of these for another level up. At least 3, if I'm looking at it right. Well, in any case, I'm a little down on dimensional cores again, so I have been doing the Enchant Mass Power Industria Dance Expansion Pipeline. Of course it works much better if I use another to gain as much magic affinity as I can. But still, I still gain a respectable amount, I think. But what I want, which is what the cognitive disks are for, mainly this replicator over here. Look at it. We are going to gain base spectral dust, ironwood, and wooden support. That's all very good. And of course that benefits from every single upgrade that I have. Yep, several magnitudes higher. I do like that. And since this is spiritual and metal, I can just eat these soul berries to increase that. Or even pop this forging breath for even more metal resources. So now we got all of these going. And I don't even know what to do with the rest of them. We can just go with disc plating to increase the effect. But that is a little costly with wooden supports. I could switch focus now. Start making alchemic scrolls. Still, that's like 10,000 times what I have just to get a new recipe. So maybe what I need is in fact the limestone over here. That would give me something new to play with. And in order to make that happen, we're gonna have to increase the level of consciousness. Also, simple consciousness fundamentals loop is actually what gives you the most in regards with ectoplasm. Because fundamentals have you the normal and the heavy enemy types, and all the others are either not giving you ectoplasm or giving way less. I think I should be running Harmony just to get some of these divine fragments, but I don't know. It is very tiny amounts. There should be something I can do to make that better. And the very good thing is, I do not actually have to craft cognitive discs ever again, because we have curiosity. You see, gives 10% mental interest per minute. So it runs for 16 minutes, and it's gonna give 10% of all mental resources that you currently have, regardless of whether you're making any or not. So we should be basically doubling our supply of cognitive discs for every cast of this curiosity, if I am right. So that is something nice. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, I did actually look into the math a little bit, and turns out there is no trouble at all. You might remember, if you saw the previous episode, I briefly remarked that dilated actually increases spell power instead of decreasing it. So I took a little look all around, and it turns out that it is all the expert augments that I have. They're giving me significant augment resonance, and I also got augment resonance as a capstone as well, which further increases it. So with all that, it is completely feasible that I am offsetting that 30% drop. So there you have it. Now we should be starting this loop here. I also started to think about improving the power of these fireboards, because especially with level 8 fundamentals, they're just not packing enough of a punch. I put Wrath on every one of these, because I do like the extra casting speed and the slow fury stacks that we're getting. Doesn't really do much. Probably should enchant something ongoing in the 4th slot to make it count better, but whatever. So we are going to slowly work our way up with consciousness all the way up to level 10. And in the meantime, slowly gaining us some ectoplasm. Probably by the time we get that, I can just cast the cube once, and that should put us in the ballpark so we can get a life stone. Maybe even something new. I do remember that the last time I checked, we were about halfway there, living on a prayer. So level 4, I have enough psi, so I don't have to generate any. Also echo casting is coming in very handy for the ritual portion, like so, which is exactly why when I get to a New Game Plus, I think I'm going to try not enabling it, and there we go. So while this is going, I should get curiosity up as well. No. I think once you move past level 5, you should go with Harmony, if you have it. Got the water for it as well. Also, the game doesn't really tell you, but once you drop below 20% zeal, You actually regenerated 5 times. That is what the rarity threshold is. And you have an upgrade to increase that further. Just thought I'd tell you. Also, I don't know if spoils count as you're killing them, and you just get shown the full amount, or you only get all of those at once, like so. Because if you only get it at the end of the ritual, then we might be able to pop something that increases gains. I don't know. But now we are going to get almost double health, which is going to help us with these stronger rituals. We're currently doing about 1 magnitude higher damage than is needed here. Yeah, at this point, anything that they can do is just minimal. Don't even need to think about it. There we go. And now you can see we are actually gaining cognitive discs for quite a while here. And if I do anything with mantle or building resources, that's gonna increase even further. So now this basically takes care of itself, as long as I don't use up all of it at once. Now we got 25 zeal. That's just enough for a spirit. I am a little low. Also, I don't need fundamentals for the ceremony, but maybe we get something once we get the level high enough. But for now, I think we're gonna go with this. Have enough in the tank, so let's hit it. There we go. There is something else to the ceremonial level that we are not seeing yet. Wonder what that's gonna be? Now you see, we are gaining zeal pretty quickly here. If I were to pop one of these protection potions, I could use fundamentals again. So why not do that? And it is entirely possible that I'm going to fail. Level 9 over here. So maybe just power up one of them. Yeah, just a little casual. 70 times overpowered. No big deal. Yep. Okay, now let's see about this. Starts out innocently enough. Oh, did not think about the cost. And they are hitting pretty significantly. Okay, so I am still not safe at high levels. That is always good to check. And we failed. Well, at least now we know. I really hope there are actually more attack spells than just Firebolt. Maybe we try again, at level 8. I don't remember how well I can do these. And I fail even with the Harmony buff. At least it's over very quickly. Oh, I'm out of place. Oh, barely made it. Okay. But as you can see, it is the fundamentals that is gaining me the most ectoplasm out of all of these. So... I don't remember what I used to do to speed this up, so let's eat one soul berry. Oh wait, I do remember. Going for this. I think. And one for the essence. Maybe. Or was it the alchemy? Alchemy is good for the soul, I know that much. So sure, we keep going with that. And just slowly grind for potential. And steadiness, I think. So far, routine really isn't worth it. At least for my build. Okay, that's one more Mystic XP. I do have a lot of materials upgrade points. So maybe it should be finally time to grab something. Plus 4 alchemical capacity would allow me to slot in something else into here. Elemental would give me extra max stacks. That would push magic affinity up to 20 stacks. I do like the sound of that. Alternatively, I could just keep going all out on Hexed. Even more durations. Well, natural gives free ability advancement. Oh, I do have 2 of those already. I'm really getting too many of these, and I have absolutely no idea what to use them on. I was contemplating just using convert technology for a free level over here. I could get one more for improved casting, and as long as it counts as level 6, I could grab another super casting, even better spell costs and spell specials. That sounds very nice. Alright. Okay, it's probably time to check how we fare with the cube. Aha! Okay, we actually got it. The problem now is that we're gonna need a new loadout for this one. Maybe remove Arcane Aura. How strong is our dance expansion at base? Not enough, unfortunately. Still not very nice. And I can't even switch to this loadout, because then I would lose the cube. Okay, probably need to do one more fundamentals. And attempt the cube while it is running. Possibly. Yeah, that's probably it. But if I'm doing that, but it's not actually dance expansion that we're gonna need. We're gonna need something with quality. Wait, the cubes have cooldown already. Huh, I remember it being a lot longer cooldown. Maybe that was before I got some more expert levels, I don't know. I don't really touch this loadout with the cube all that much. So, removing all these. Lowering the cube level just by 1 should allow me to use undergrowth here for more spatial resources. We'll take a look at this one. Also maybe switch from a loadout that actually benefits it. Not from this. It's gonna be from this, I think. Okay. So we're gonna have to wait now until we get 35 zeal to do consciousness again. At level 5. For some more spirit resources, and then fundamentals. I think level 7 is more doable for us than level 8. Oh, right, need to make some fire first. There we go. Much better. Okay. This should be good enough, in theory. We'll see about that. this one going? And now we go for the fundamentals again. I think we can do a level 8 again. Especially when we get echo casts twice in a row. Thank you, game. Okay, there we go. Now we got exactly 1 minute. So we go to this. Go to the cube. Activate the cube. And then eat both of these. Okay, maybe I could even go for something accursed. For even more gains. Well, that's not gonna cut it. I need some more toxicity capacity, I think. Yeah, that's 16 right out the gate. And probably the durian works better, because it also restores percentage of the missing one. Okay, maybe we can do it with this. Come on, 30 more seconds. Nope. Yeah, fundamentals just doesn't last as long. Oh wait, we just got it. No, let's still have. Yeah, that's gonna need a little more workshopping. And maybe some more levels in discipline and potential. Possibly. Okay, don't want to use up too much ectoplasm. Need to be mindful of that. Because we need to keep a lot of it for the eventual limestone upgrade. Okay, well, we are getting there. That's what matters. I could gain ectoplasmic extraction for 30% more effect. Is that by level or overall? I do not know, but that's okay. Next up should probably be focusing on Force Bark a little bit. We can grab a new artifact with the aid of the cube. That sounds good enough. Alright. And in here... Okay, we can afford this one. That's good. Anything in here that I might particularly be inclined to take? Well, improved metabolism would fix the immediate problem of never having enough to spam my consumables. Not sure about the long run though. One more level of improved runes would increase my lunar effect levels even further. Which does sound rather enticing, but I don't know. Yeah, before I grab all these technologies, it would be nice to know if these are permanent or not. Because I still think all these enduring researches are going to be permanent. But I don't know about technologies. To me, they do feel like a per run thing. Extra zeal capacity. And almost doubling resource ritual power. That could make certain things work. The only problem is that the only resource ritual I have. Oh no, that's spirit and fundamentals. But I'm kinda okay on both ends. So spectral dust works quietly. And I don't even... Do I have anything? Yeah, I do have Craggy Spire. That needs a magnitude more of it. But also Divine Fragments. How do I get around that? We can grab one of these. More wizardry levels. And 2 more duplicate spellbooks, which I don't even think are necessary at this point. Like if you haven't optimized for every single occasion, then what are you even doing, you know? And there's a lot of things that are tempting me. I just don't know if I would lock myself into a position where I find something new that I really want and I just can't get it. So I'm really hesitant on just picking stuff up at this point. But with 12 advancements with technology, I think it is perfectly safe to convert one to a free tech level. And that could go into improved lab. That might even be kinda nice. I do like the brewing speed that this is getting me. It could also be some extra luck. Oh, or even improved charms. Additional 2 spell capacity. That would let me do even more glyphs. Nah, let's just stick to what I thought about. One more level improved casting, which leads to super casting again. And now I'm out of magical advancements. But such is life. Yeah, it's not the same without the magic affinity stacked to full. But that's okay. Okay, so super casting goes every 2 levels of improved casting. So, and max, we're gonna need 10 levels of improved casting. And since the bonus levels can get more than the regular, you have to get base level 5 at least, which would only take 5 more levels in expert wizardry. You know, that's actually completely within my abilities to get. Maybe, since I started this whole journey on this, I might as well lean into it, right? Well, okay then. Everything is full. Maybe one more reserve level, because we deserve it. Okay, now how much do I gain? Not too much. But the plot size is getting up there. It's probably good for one more round. And since I don't need all these anymore, gonna remove one mana forge. Actually make that two. And just use a full power craft lightning. Because we're focusing on force bark again. Oh yeah. Now we're gonna see. Start these two off. Yeah, that's more like it. So how are we doing? We're almost gonna get it. We are actually gonna get it. Just gonna need another cast of craft lightning. That's nice. Oh, maybe it will be 2 more casts. Celestial and Parchment. Not much I can do with these directly. Yeah, curse currently goes. Multiplies everything by 175. Technically, I could make it even better by removing the ambiator, I think. And just put the cursed gauntlets in its place. Let's take a look. And you're done already. Okay. Well, in that case, what I can do, just jump to this, speed it up a little, get some nature affinity, and then gather Dreamberry again. Keep forgetting about it. Okay, that's good. Maybe some thistle while we're at it. Mage Bloom is fine the way it is. Alright. Now we go back to this. And maybe one more round of peel bark would do the trick. We'll see. I did notice that Mana Forge gets Echo Cast more often than not. It's a little weird, but as long as it keeps the curse stacks up, I am happy. Oh wait, what is this? Oh goddamn. Are you seeing this shit? I once again don't have the mana capacity. And with a single level of the Cursed Gauntlet, it goes up to 195. I could put multiple levels, but that would be at the expense of the Amulet of Agility, which I'm not sure I want. This increases building resources, so this has to stay. Yeah, I have allowed that, just for curse stuff. Just barely not enough. Well, okay. I have been neglecting wisdom. There we go. Much better. Okay, I think it was like 12 point something. We should be getting there. Okay, now cut this one. And plant another. Maybe I should get rid of one or two void moss here. They're not really doing much. Okay, 10.8. Yep, we do have enough. That is what I wanted. That's very good. Now all that's left is to wait out the cooldown for the cube. I don't know, sometimes it's good to pop one of these to recharge your cooldowns. But with the growth, I don't know. Nothing really grows that slow anymore. Or maybe this will go up in value if you actually grab, where was it? Overgrowth. So you would deliberately slow down plant growth speed for increased yield, and then you would offset that with the threads of growth. That's probably a strategy that could work, maybe. Oh, and it's a free. Wait, did you see that? I don't think that ever happened to me. I got replenished, and then the double also triggered. Huh. I'm pretty sure that the +1 that we got is not actually a free one. So that could also trigger the whole thing again. Every day you find some more interesting things here. So this is level 6 now, plus 14 levels. So we should be bringing these up to level 14 to get the most of it. There we go. Just casually doubling it, with no effort on our part. Oh yeah. That's more like it. And I can just barely squeeze it in. Perfect. So this should be enough, by my calculations. Oh yeah, more than enough. Wait, oh goddammit. I forgot. Give me that. No, give me that. There we go. Now let's see what we are getting. Gloves of Precision again. No thank you. Oh, what's this? Alchemist's Robe. Extra Essence Resource gained. Extra Essence Resource quality. And increases toxicity, regeneration. That's very nice. And Scholar's Rune. Extra cerebral artifact power. This poor little focus stone is the only one. Wait, what did I just eat? I ate this one. But why? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Did not notice this before. If you press R, it uses up the last consumable that you used. Ah, so R for repeat. Interesting. Anyway. Extra scholar bonus levels. No thank you. Alchemist's Robe it is. We can perfectly slot it into the Alchemist loadout actually. Yikes. We also got some free level and some upgrade levels. Not sure what to put it on. Probably would be Thalmic here, because I do use these ones. You can also never go wrong with amulets. And upgrading gloves improves the elemental resonance, which, as we just covered, is actually good for basically everything that we have. Yeah, still very much undecided on these ones. Oh wait, I completely forgot about the rock necklace. Extra resource quality. I've just been buying the upgrades wholesale. Well, Shaper is always good. And extra dimensional levels are just helping me with the caps. Oh wait, this is a streaming type. Flow attunement. And it gives Alchemist effect levels. Okay, you know what? I do want one level in this. But not in this though. Extra mystics. Sadly, I have nothing for the witchy stuff. That would be very nice indeed. Well, alright. Alchemy loadout. Here we go. So we remove the robes of construction and instead put in the Alchemist's Robe. Very nice. Oh, and there's still enough room for more specialty gloves. I like that. Okay. I think I can work with this. So once again, I am at a loss for what to do. I think the next time I come back, when I have enough for the Lifestone upgrade, and then we will see what new kind of ritual we gain from that. So, for now, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.